Hello and welcome to this brief episode featuring the colorful lifestyle and decorated career of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Minitron, is an American football running back for the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League, NFL. He played college football at Louisiana State University, LSU, and was drafted by the Chiefs in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. He is a two-time Super Bowl champion. Edwards-Helaire was born on April 11, 1999, to Clyde Edwards Sr. and Tonge Helaire, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was raised by a stepfather, Shannon Helaire, after his parents divorced. He has a sister, Madee, who has a form of muscular dystrophy and appeared on the MDA Kevin Hart Kids Telethon. Edwards-Helaire is a Christian and is engaged to Jojo O'Conner, a community volunteer at Planned Parenthood Federation of America. In December 2018, Edwards-Helaire and teammate Jared Small were involved in a fatal self-defense shooting in Scotlandville, Louisiana. They met 18-year-old Kobe Johnson in an arranged electronic sale. Unfortunately, Johnson pulled a gun and tried to rob them, at which point one of the players pulled their own gun and fatally shot him. Authorities did not reveal which player fired the fatal shots. In February 2024, during a shooting incident at the Kansas City Chiefs parade, following their victory in Super Bowl 58, Edwards-Helaire shielded a 13-year-old kid, Zach Cotton, during the shooting, calming him down and making sure he was safe. His act prompted the Uvalde Foundation to decide to honor him with the Heroism Award for kids in lieu of his efforts. Edwards-Helaire attended Catholic high school and graduated in 2017 with a 3.5 GPA. He then enrolled at LSU, where he played football and pursued a course in nursing, earning his degree in December 2019. Edwards-Helaire was a star running back for the Catholic high school Bears. He rushed for over 2,000 yards and 32 touchdowns in his junior and senior seasons, leading his team to 2 state championships. He was named the MVP of the 5A state championship game as a senior after catching 8 passes for 161 yards and rushing for 88 yards and a touchdown in the Bears' 31-28 victory over Archbishop Rummel High School. He was rated a 4-star recruit by various scouting services and received offers from several colleges, including LSU, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Edwards-Helaire committed to play college football for Louisiana State University. He played in all 13 games as a true freshman, mostly on special teams, and rushed for 31 yards on 9 carries. As a sophomore, he emerged as the Tigers' second leading rusher with 658 yards and 7 touchdowns on 146 carries. He also had 11 receptions for 96 yards and returned 17 kicks for 416 yards. He recorded his first 100-yard game in a 38-21 win over Louisiana Tech, gaining 136 yards with 2 touchdowns on 20 carries. Edwards-Helaire had a breakout season as a junior, becoming the Tigers' starting running back and a key contributor to their undefeated national championship campaign. He rushed for 1,414 yards and 16 touchdowns on 215 carries, ranking 3rd in the SEC and 9th in the nation in rushing yards. He also led all FBS running backs with 55 receptions for 453 yards and a touchdown. He had 4 games with over 100 rushing yards, including a career-high 172 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 58-37 win over Ole Mississippi. He also had a memorable performance in LSU's 46-41 win over Alabama, rushing for 103 yards and 3 touchdowns and catching 9 passes for 77 yards and a touchdown. He was named the SEC Co-Offensive Player of the Week along with LSU quarterback Joe Burrow for that game. He was a consensus first-team All-SEC selection at running back and was named second team by the league's coaches as an all-purpose performer. He was also the only SEC running back to be named a semifinalist for the Doak Walker Award, given to the nation's best running back. He finished 5th in the voting for the award, behind Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Chuba Hubbard, and Travis Etienne. Edwards-Helaire helped LSU win the SEC championship game over Georgia with 15 carries for 57 yards and 4 catches for 22 yards. He suffered a hamstring injury in practice before the college football playoff and was limited in the Peach Bowl against Oklahoma, carrying the ball twice for 14 yards. He recovered in time for the national championship game against Clemson, where he had 16 carries for 110 yards and caught 5 passes for 54 yards in LSU's 42-25 victory. He declared for the 2020 NFL Draft after the season, foregoing his senior year of eligibility. Edwards-Helaire was selected for a professional career by the Kansas City Chiefs in the first round with the 32nd overall pick of the 2020 NFL Draft. He made his debut for the Chiefs in Week 1 as the starting running back after Damian Williams opted out of the 2020 season. In his first career start, he rushed 25 times for 138 yards and scored a rushing touchdown in the 34-20 victory over the Houston Texans. At 21 years of age, he became the youngest player in NFL history to rush for at least 130 yards and a touchdown in his NFL debut. In Week 6, against the Buffalo Bills, he rushed 26 times for 161 rushing yards in the 26-17 victory. In Week 11 against the Las Vegas Raiders, he rushed for 2 touchdowns during the 35-31 win. On Week 15 against the New Orleans Saints, he suffered a hip and ankle injury, making him unavailable for the remainder of the 2020 NFL regular season. Overall, he finished his rookie season with 181 carries for 803 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns to go along with 36 receptions for 297 receiving yards and 1 receiving touchdown. In the AFC Championship against the Buffalo Bills, he rushed 6 times for 7 yards and a touchdown during the 38-24 win. In Super Bowl 55 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he rushed 9 times for 64 yards and recorded 2 catches for 23 yards during the 9-31 loss. In 2021 season, in weeks 3-4, Edwards-Helaire recorded consecutive 100-yard rushing games. After injuring his knee in the Chiefs' Week 5 game against the Bills, he was placed on injured reserve on October 12, 2021. He was activated on November 20, 2021. Overall, he finished the 2021 season with 119 carries for 517 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns to go along with 19 receptions for 129 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns in 10 games. In 2022 season, a lack of consistent production and injuries resulted in Edwards-Helaire losing his starting job to rookie 7th-round pick Isaiah Pacheco. On November 23, 2022, he was placed on injured reserve. He was activated from injured reserve on February 6, 2023, but was inactive for Super Bowl 57. The Chiefs won Super Bowl 57 against the Philadelphia Eagles without him. In 2023 season, the Chiefs declined their 2024 fifth-year option for him on May 2, 2023. He finished the season with 223 rushing yards. The Chiefs won Super Bowl 58 against the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 to win their second consecutive Super Bowl championship. Regarding his business ventures and endorsements, he has partnered with Nike, Bose, Panini America, and Fanatics, among others. He also launched his own clothing line, which features apparel and accessories inspired by his initials and jersey number. His estimated net worth is $15 million as of 2024, making him one of the richest running backs in the NFL. He is expected to earn more in the future, as he is eligible for a contract extension after the 2023 season. Thank you for watching. All the best until next time. Kindly like and subscribe for more interesting and similar content.